finger on that spot right there, and it will pull open. It's got like a little retrieve right there. See how that works? Now on the top, it's called the take-up reel. So once the paper gets printed on, it goes up and it gets stored in this reel. How hot is that rack?
I didn't touch that.
It's fairly warm. Like you can touch it, but
It's hot.
it's hot.
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab that wheel, and you can kind of see how it's got that little piece there and that little piece there, and it sits right in there, right? Right there and right there. Then you get this little mini door. So once this fills up and you've printed all the paper, I'm just going to take the paper off. You don't, on decontamination devices, you don't really have to save the paper. It's just here for you to look and make sure that the cycle ran properly. And we have all kinds of information here for you. I mean, I can see the fact that utensil cycle was ran, what the pump speed was, what the date and time is. It was cycle number 7 on the machine, so that's how many miles it's got on it, 7. You know, here's what time the pre-wash started. Here's what happened and the times associated with each thing. Okay? So that's the kind of data you would check when you read a paper like this, the printout. It got to 186 degrees on the thermal rinse. So it's good for your service engineer to see this from time to time when he has to come out here and troubleshoot a problem. But now what we're talking about is how to replace the paper when it runs out.
There's your blue light.
There's the blue light.
You're hurting Sam.
Good thing I got glasses on. So this is what's called an impact printer, meaning that it has a ribbon in there. And to get that ribbon out, I'm going to push on the side right here, and it pops right out. Kind of looks like a putter almost, you know? And you can see how it's got this little arrow so you can advance the ribbon. This is like an old school typewriter. And when this is in here, that ink gets rotated, that ink ribbon gets rotated. Now, depending how often you use the machine is going to dictate the how nice the printout is. There's been times that people don't replace this little ribbon, and next thing you know, I can barely read the writing on here. So we're going to want to make sure that Sam has got the paper ordered and the ribbons ordered. And the printer on the sterilizers is the exact same printer, so you'll only have to order 1 ink and 1 paper, which is awesome. Now let's talk about, you open up the new ink, take it out, and I'm going to just place it right in there, and it just snaps right in. It's the easiest way I can say it. Then you're going to take your paper, and this always sparks a lively debate, but it has to roll from the bottom.
So the opposite of toilet paper.
The opposite of toilet paper. Like I said, it always sparks a debate.
That's gonna bother me.
Yeah, it's gonna bother me. So I'm gonna take the paper and I'm gonna put it, you can kind of see that there's like a little chute opening right there. It's kind of like a little burp. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and feed this in there. And nowadays, it's nice, it automatically feeds itself, but that's not enough. It's tempting to want to grab it and go zzz. I'm gonna pull it on through. Bring it down a little bit here. Because now I've got, see how the paper has that little center core right there, that little black center core? I've got to make that go on to these nubs that are right there that hold the paper. So now I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, you got to kind of just wiggle it in there and it'll go in there just like that. And now it's being held. The biggest mistake you're going to make right off the bat is you're going to go like this. And now you can't see the paper. So it has to go like this, the door, then paper. And what you're going to do then, now that we've got it going on through, I'm going to give myself a little extra. Because now I'm going to go ahead and fold this into a nice straight edge. Because I got to get it to stay on the take-up reel. And if you see on the take-up reel, it's got like a little flat side right here that will hold the paper. So all I'm going to do is give myself a little more paper. And I'm going to go ahead and just fold it in, put it in there, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and start rolling it and get it going like that. It takes a couple rolls. So I want it to stay. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert the roll right back in there like that.